Hello there, I'm Daz. Today I'll be playing through a mod that I recently installed. The mod is called ETHEREON. The creator of this mod is SirErdrickDW. So the reward for completing this one is a summonable horse, like Arvak. I've got the description on screen there. You'll see that this is a level 50 beast with 1575 health, 640 stamina and resistant to fire. It will also cast a flame cloak once dismounted. So, in order to start this one, we need to find Saylara at Meridia's statue near Kilcreath Ruins. So I'm not really a horse person when I play Skyrim, but I do enjoy playing quests. So I better go to the world map just to show you where I am. I'm at the statue to Meridia. And Saylara, because I've done a little recce previously, is just around here. And we need to read the journal. And we have a set of puzzles to solve. And I've got to say, I've done a practice run of this, and I managed okay with the first few, but the final location was a real head scratcher. I'll talk about that more when I get to it. But the first clue, we have an anagram, which is Witch Mist Grove. So that's quite a simple one. We need to take the journal and the key and zoom off to Witch Mist Grove. I keep wanting to call it Mist Witch, getting it confused with Mist Watch, I think. But there we are, just south of Windhelm. Now I've tried my best to clear out the enemies at all of these locations, so we should be left in peace, barring any random encounters. And what we need to do is just head behind the shack. Take the next chest key and take this book. Read the book. I'll flick through this slowly. I won't read the entire thing, but I'll give you a chance to pause and read if you wish. For some of the backstory, I will read the clue once we get to that. Okay, north of the dawn and west of the star, she lies half buried in the shore, her broken bones still creaking in the tide. So, I think that's straightforward. We need to be looking for a wreck northwest of Dawnstar, which is the wreck of the Brine Hammer. Incidentally, just in case you weren't aware, we have a destruction skill book just under that bed there. Response to Barrow's speech. And I'm now zooming off to wreck of the Brine Hammer for the next clue in this long sequence of events. Wow. I thought I'd cleared out the enemies, but not the mud crabs, obviously. I was just checking that I'd cleared one of the other locations, one of the more important ones. Okay, so I know it's dark, but We just need to head in to the lower deck of this ship through that hole there, and we have another Ethereon chest. So you cannot skip any of these, obviously, because we need the key to open the next one. And same again. I'll give people a chance to pause on each page. So this clue, we just have a string of numbers which correspond to the letters of the alphabet. So 8, 15, 2, 19 is Hobbs, and the next one is Fall, and the third word is Cave. So Hobbs Fall Cave is our next destination, which is right there, smack between Dawnstar and Winterhold. So if you've not cleared these places previously, you're going to have quite a bit of work to do in order to get your hands on this faithful steed. This dungeon can be very tricky depending how you've got your character built. If you have low magic resistance, particularly frost, you can really struggle in here at any level, really. So I'm heading into the room with the solitary mage, where we can also find the Stone of Baron's Ire and a restoration skill book. So there are many reasons to investigate this place, so I better just go back to the local map actually. So just before we enter this chamber where you'll run into quite a bit of action, I'm taking the left-hand tunnel. Okay, so this is the chest we're looking for this time. Book 3 with a new clue. Fourth clue. In the rift, make your way through the mine to reach the peak. Beware the skeletons, your death they seek. Climb the stairs to where a dragon presides. Behind the ancient wall, the next clue resides. Okay. So that one is Northwind Summit. We have the Stone of Baron's Ire, or Unusual Gem, right there, and the Restoration Skill Book on that table. So I may as well run through the rest of this dungeon. It's probably going to be a little bit quicker than doubling back on myself, since I've already cleared out the bad guys. Incidentally, if you have the anniversary edition, there is the ancient Tome chest. Very good loot in there for magic users. Here you can see some of my former adversaries that did not fare too well. Okay. So, as mentioned, we need to head to Northwind Summit. This can be very difficult to get to actually, so I'll give a little bit of advice for people who do not have this on the map yet. You'll want to head, there is Riften, the main path takes you past Fort Greenwall, Shaw's Stone. Once you get past Shaw's Watchtower, continue down the main path, and after about 200 yards, you'll see some steps leading up, which will get you to the entrance of Northwind Mine, which is only a small dungeon. Should be 2 or 3 skeletons in there. When you come out of the mine, you'll be right at Northwind Summit, and you'll be facing a dragon. Okay. So here is just a common boss chest. And the chest we are after is around the back, as described in the previous book. Okay, so our final clue, and this is the one that caused me so many problems. I'd worked out all of the clues up until this point, but this one, seek the hollow keep where the mountain cries with a maiden's sorrow. Within dwell the pale children of Lammay's torment. So I understood Lammay's torment and pale children, that's referring to vampires, but I didn't understand the seek the hollow keep where the mountain cries. I should have done really. What I wound up doing is just going to every location where I knew there were vampires, and eventually I hit upon the right location, which is Shriekwind Bastion, just outside of Falkreath. So, excuse me, there are a couple of entrances into Shriekwind Bastion. There is South Shriekwind Bastion, and around the other side there is a north entrance as well. I'm going to enter through the south entrance, and what I'm going to do is, in case people are unaware of the path up there, I'm just going to fast travel to Falkreath. It'll add an extra minute to the video, but hopefully it will be useful, and people that know the way in can just skip forward in the video. Right, I'll wind the time on though. I have a mod installed that changes the layout of some of these cities, so it may look a little bit different to your game. So just heading out of the east gate, taking the main path, you can't go wrong really. Peak Shade Tower just on the right. And we now are approaching this little bandit camp with the boulder trap. You can see right in front of me. And we turn off here up towards the entrance for Shriekwind Bastion. you'll need to deal with a small group of skeletons outside. Right, and in we go. Sorry about that, I got a little bit confused. I was expecting a pull chain, and here it is. And we're turning right. You can obviously head down here and explore the entire dungeon if you like while you're here. But that's not what I'm concerned with at the moment. We come to this large central chamber with skeletons on many levels. I can hear a couple of them creaking below. Here you will need to pull this handle, which will set off a flame trap, which can be deactivated or reactivated using that chain, in case you're concerned about any followers. This is a standard boss chest once again. I keep calling them boss chests, they're not really, are they? But I'm sure you get the point. Okay, so we have the word wall, and just to the right is the exit of Shriekwind Overlook. It's a shame this doesn't have its own fast travel marker. It would make things a lot quicker, even if the door was locked from the other side. But here we are, and we have our spell tome, Summon Ethereon. Let's see what this final book says. Okay, so I suppose I should give him a bit of a go. I'm going to become ethereal and jump down. Great, Daz. I became ethereal, but I forgot to shout. Right, I'll have to do that again. Okay, so become ethereal. That's how you do it. Damn. I'm still so high. Alright, so this is the fella. Hello, my old son. And there we are. I hope people have found this useful. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.